Dark alley, I got to go with Ron Artest, my brother.
Hey guys, this is Dominique Wilkins.
Hey, this is Sean Kemp.
This is Gary Payton.
Hey, this is Pau Gasol.
NBA fans, what's up? This is Vince Carter here.
Hey, what's up? This is Matt Barnes. If you're an old school NBA fan like I am, make sure you check out the Basketball Time Machine with my man Sean David.
Hello, good day everyone. Welcome back to the Basketball Time Machine. My name is Sean David. Thanks for tuning in. Let's talk some old school NBA basketball. Now, we all love those backstage NBA stories. And one good thing about the internet is now you have the platform that more and more NBA players can actually tell their stories what happened back in the days. And of course, I'm also personally interested in those fight stories that we never saw back in the 80s and 90s. And in today's episode, I want to have NBA legends talking about stuff that happened behind closed doors or, which were covered in the news, but in general, NBA fight stories. So in today's episode, that's what we're going to take a look at. If you like those videos, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And other than that, I would say, let's get started. Now the first stories that we're going to take a look at are from Gilbert Arenas. Not him fighting, but he's telling stories. And that's the one thing that I like about his channel. And I criticize his channel because he does a lot of stuff just to provoke and to get more views. But sometimes he also has very interesting stuff. And yeah, those fight stories obviously are pretty cool. So let's take a look.
Rube being Ruben Patterson, D'ing up. You know, him and Quintel had some beef because Quinn just didn't like the way he was so aggressive on the court. Like, damn, dog, like, let me live. I don't get no minutes as it is, but like, damn, even in practice, I can't live. So we in the locker room. Me, Bonzi, we the Vince McMahon, right? We hyping shit up. Oh, man, what? What, man? My guy, Zebo, man, he ain't going for that bullshit, da-da-da-da-da. And then Bonzi like, man, what, man, Rube, man, this and that, da-da-da, going back and forth, right? So we in a hot tub. Like, in Portland, they just had us a new practice facility, built a big-ass hot tub that's probably, like, the size of this floor and shit. So we all in the hot tub, right? It's about 7 dudes in there. And we get to talking shit. You know, me and Bonzi. So we like this and that. Man, you gonna let him talk to you like that, man? Fuck that, my guy, this and that. So boom, we go into the dressing room area of the locker room. Now they get the scrap and they lock up like WWF. They locking up. Zach had him. But Zach lifted up. And man, I swear to goodness, Rube did some like Olympic gold medal technical shit. All he did was shift his body a little bit, and that put Zach out of position. So you know in the locker rooms, it's that industrial carpet that's like a micro fracture of an inch thick. And then it's concrete under. Yo, boom. Rube slammed Zach. And we was all like, oh, shit. And we called it the slam heard around the world. And man, that was me and Bonzi fought right there. You know, Zach was out for about like 2 weeks.
How many fights did we see that the media didn't find out about?
We are the media now, so they about to find out.
Shit. Denver, George McLeod, Danny Fortson. They scuffling on the court like two rhinos. And what ended up happening is McLeod got hit in the eye. So Danny somehow got him in the eye on the move. They kicked McLeod out, not Danny. And he went level 10. The game ended, Danny went in, and I'm coming last. I don't know where George came from. He missed Danny, left shoulder, big hand. Boom, like, Tell Danny, bitch ass, I'm outside. All right, get in there and say, hey, yo, Dad, McLeod dude said he gonna be waiting out there. Then he said, oh, really? Oh, he said he out there? He pulls down his socks. Boop. Razor blade. He didn't just put it in there. Like, it's been there the whole game. I had a problem with him for a long time. I'm about to go, like, and I'm sitting here like, this is crazy. He played the game with the razor blades.
That's the wildest shit.
And the next stories that we're going to take a look at involve Shaquille O'Neal. You would think, like, who in the right state of mind would actually challenge Shaq? But there are a handful of guys who kind of had to learn the hard way. Let's take a look.
There's always talk in a practice, but Scott had to elevate it a little bit higher.
And Scotty Skiles ran up on Shaq, which we all know. I didn't think that was a very good idea.
Next thing I know, the biggest guy on the team and the smallest guy on the team come together. They're exchanging blows.
And Shaq happened to just give him one across the head, top of the head, and kind of pushed his neck down into his shoulders.
A couple of quick punches are thrown, but then all of a sudden it's just everybody like jumping in a pile and just a mass of humanity.
And then a large scrum. I mean, it was like a rugby scrum all around. You're trying to pull people off, maybe get in a little extra tag somewhere. Maybe if you didn't like somebody, you were getting. The thing I remember most was Laterial Green is on our team. Doesn't get to play a lot. I remember Laterial seemed like he was circling the pile and just jabbing people as he was going around the pile.
I think I can remember the first time we had our first fight, and you looked and said, okay, this is crazy.
I did say that.
Yeah, you did.
Crazy.
You did. Anyway, we were playing a pickup game. We was doing a lockout season, Southwest College, playing a pickup game. We're on opposite teams.
Right.
And trash talking.
Yes.
And you kept saying, yeah, take that little. I'm looking around. Oh, me.
Yes.
Right? And I said, oh, hold on, ain't gonna be too many more of those little,
Yeah, I remember that.
And what'd you say? Well, what you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? And then the next thing I knew, I saw a big hand coming this way. And I remember this way.
You were very candid, and I mean, I thought it was. You talked about a fist fight.
Oh yeah.
One thing I want to ask.
nuts.
He threw a punch, like a real punch.
Yeah, he threw a punch. I had to slip it. And then I threw one back, and then everybody jumped in and just broke it apart.
I wouldn't have jumped anywhere near that. I mean,
Have you ever had to get in a coach's shit like that during the game?
Halftime, yeah. Mine in public, I tried to beat George. I was gonna beat George up in them. Oh no, I got suspended in the playoffs. We played the Clippers. Like the final 3 games, I played the first 2 games. I got suspended for the rest of the playoffs.
Nah, I never went that far.
Oh no, I was trying. Yeah, it was. And
Is that the only coach?
Yeah.
Okay, then that says a lot.
Yeah. Like I can honestly say, if Latrell Sprewell never had choked PJ Carlissimo, and I knew the result, and I knew like my track record and all that, I would have beat George up, dog. I'm dead ass serious. I knew in the back of my mind my career was over.
Oh, so he was
right.
He's one of those.
Like my career was over had I did I got in it in halftime it was old Stapleton, but crypto, where the coaches meet at in the hallway, then they come. Yeah. So we all went in the locker room. I waited till they was in their meeting in the hallway, and I went right in between them, and the assistant coaches backed up. Nigga, they didn't grab me, didn't touch me, they moved back. And I was right in his face, you motherfucker, I kick your goddamn ass, you fat mother. I was listening, dog. I said, you lucky. I was crying, dog. I wanted it, man. So you lucky. Like, I told you fucking lucky,
We was
dog.
on a plane once, right? Everybody throwing grapes at Sidney Green. He's sitting in front of us. Sidney turns around and says, hit me with one more grape. I'm coming back there knocking somebody out. We say at the count of 3, we're gonna throw another grape. So everybody got a grape in their hand. 1, 2, 3. Hits him in the head with about 9 grapes. Sidney Green has the opportunity to come back there and go after me at 6'4", Rod Strickland at 6'4", anybody else. Being from New York, he decides to go after the biggest, baddest dude. Never got to Charles Oakley. Before he got to him, a right hand hit him. We admitted we on a plane.
On the team plane?
On the team plane.
Oh, no, that's crazy.
The next day, Coach Pitino said he's going to bring everybody in and he's going to find out who threw the grapes, and then there's going to be an issue. I'm his guy. So all of these guys thinking, oh, Jack's going to rat. So I get in the morning. I'm the first one he wants to see. He got me in the office. He's like, who threw the grapes? I need to know. I'm like, Coach, it's too much pressure. It's hot in the streets, man. I can't help you.
You know, to me, being an old school NBA fan, and I know most of you guys have the same feeling, and especially for us guys who lived in Europe, we didn't have as much access to the NBA that you guys had in the States. Like, for example, we only had like 2 or 3 basketball magazines and 1 or 2 NBA shows. Watching NBA, like, I don't know, like 3 to 4 times a week, but only for an hour. So the content amount that we got was very little. And so I'm very grateful to have all this access to information now. But yeah, Obviously, those fight stories weren't as heavily covered as they should, because that would have been super interesting. Anyway, you guys, let me know in the comments below what you think about these stories, and hopefully I'll see you next time on the Basketball Time Machine. See you next time.